Looking at my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa.
Long time no see. Oh my gosh, I can't even fully talk. My throat hurts because I just woke up not too long ago. I'm on my way to my class. If you remember the beginning of this year, I was talking about self-love, but I haven't made any more self-love or self-care videos. And that's because I haven't really been making the time to do anything regarding self-care, unfortunately. And let me kind of rewind, okay? So I started kind of like a singleness journey last year. I realized that I put too much of myself into relationships, but I don't give myself that same attention. And I'm about to get on the highway, so it's probably gonna be really loud. So I'm gonna try to speak up, but yeah, I just kind of realized that I give too much of myself to the person that I like or the person that I'm with, and I don't love myself enough. So then if it doesn't work out with that person, I'm left way more heartbroken, way more broken than I should be, because I'm giving all these pieces of myself to someone else, and then when they walk away, they take those pieces with them, and there's nothing left of me. So I realized at the end of last year, I need to really just make sure that I'm okay by myself, and that I am whole by myself. A lot of people try to look for their other half. You shouldn't be looking for your other half. You should be whole and complete on your own, and find someone that complements you, not completes you. Because the problem with that is, if they leave, you're going to try to fill that void with someone else or something else. You should only, personally, I believe that God is the only person who can complete you. But yeah, so that was my problem. And that was something that I realized at the beginning of this year when I started therapy, is that I don't love myself enough to be in a relationship, one, and then just in general, it's kind of the root of a lot of the problems that I feel like I've been going through. And so that's why I started my self-love series in the beginning of the year. The problem with that is I haven't been making the time to love myself, and I feel like that one thing that I struggle with, that I want to not perfect but be better at before I get into a relationship, is self-discipline. I just don't I'm horrible with consistency when it comes to routines and routines, pretty much. For example, I haven't been to the gym consistently since high school. Well, actually not even in high school, but I haven't worked out, I'll say that I haven't worked out consistently since high school. Luckily, I just have a fast metabolism, so I've been able to stay skinny or whatever, but I just don't stay consistent with anything. I'll get a spark and I'll be inspired to take care of myself and pamper myself, and then that spark dies, or then I let school get in the way, and I put myself on the back burner pretty much. And so I want to be better at taking making time for myself and being more disciplined in my routines and the things that I want to do for myself physically, spiritually. Those are things that I want to have in order. It won't necessarily be perfect, but I want those things to be in order before I get into a relationship, because I know if I get into a relationship right now, it'll just all go downhill, even worse than it already has been. I mean, and it's not necessarily hard to be single, stay single, because ain't nobody in my DMs like that or anything, but it is hard to, I don't know, I guess it's hard when you see romanticized relationships all over TV and movies and on social media. It's not hard to be single because nobody's really checking for me, so that part is easy, but it's the part where you feel like you want a partner or a companion to be with, and you shouldn't, and you have to wait for it, basically. That's the hard part. But it's been getting better with time to kind of accept okay, Jasmine, you don't need to be in a relationship. I don't give myself the same attention that I give other people that I really like. And it's love with yourself, or you should like yourself more than you like and love other people. Or not in a vain way, but just like in a appropriate way, like in a way that in which you like a way that shows that you appreciate who you are, you're confident in who you are, and you love the way you were made. And that's not to say that you're not going to have insecurities, but it's just the way you move when you know what you're worth is a lot different. The perspective you have on life when you know what you're worth is different. The way you handle things when you know what you're worth is different. And I know that just because of like me self-reflecting and knowing that sometimes situations bother me because of how I feel about myself. So if you're personally like worried about being single in college, I would say just kind of don't rush into anything. Don't try to glamorize college relationships. I feel like, especially in high school, we kind of have this idea of like, oh yeah, whoever I date in college, I'm marrying. Like, I'm going to get married to them. We're going to date all throughout college, and then after college, we're going to get married. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes couples break up after college because you have to think about the fact that everybody's trying to get a job, or should be trying to get a job, depending on what they decide to do. And that makes people have to like grow up and change, and what they used to have time for, they probably don't have time for anymore, and then that can cause problems. People grow apart. There's so many things that can happen, and that's not to say like you're not going to find someone that you're going to marry in college, but just to say like don't go into college with unrealistic expectations, or with just like, I don't know, made up expectations in your head when it's not guaranteed. Or else when you do get in a relationship, you're gonna kind of like, you're gonna feel like it's not what it's supposed to be because of idea you had in your mind of what it should look like. Everybody's different. Everybody has different situations, interests. So try to just go into relationships with an open mind when you do get in college. And then also, don't be afraid to have friends that you would date. And I hope that makes sense. Like, don't be afraid to have friends of like the opposite sex, or whatever gender you date. When you have friends of the opposite sex or of whatever gender that you date, it makes it easier for you to learn how to like talk to those people. It's not necessarily that you want to date all of them, but it helps you to learn how to interact with guys, and it helps you to learn what you do and don't like in men. For example, I know for a fact that I want to date someone who is a gentleman, like someone who is chivalrous, and it's through having friends who are gentlemen that I came to like truly appreciate it. So having friends in college is a good way to like kind of not necessarily build well, yeah, you can build confidence by having guy friends, because then you learn how to interact with them and you're not so like scared to approach guys, because you kind of learn how they work. But it's a good way to kind of learn about yourself and learn like, what do I like about guys, what I don't like about guys. Like, if I date a guy, he has to have this, or I won't date a guy who treats me like this, or oh, I like a guy who wears cologne, I like a guy who dresses nice, like stuff like that. That way when you do reach that time when you're ready to date and get into a relationship, you know, it's easier to narrow it down. Like, you won't just settle for anything because you know what you deserve. One, because you worked on yourself first. Two, you know what you do and don't like, so you won't waste time. And then don't like rule out your friends as like dateable. Like, just because they're your friends doesn't mean that you wouldn't be a good couple. Also, when you do get to that point when you are ready to be in a relationship, don't try to jump into a relationship with every opportunity that presents itself to you. And I feel like that just helps you guard your heart. You won't be so invested in so many people that like you feel broken or torn or confused. It just helps you stay focused and centered on what's important around you. But yeah, I'm almost to UTA now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Finally hit 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being so nice and so patient with me. That's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure you keep up with the community tab on my page, because I do polls and I sometimes share information that is very valuable for you guys to pay attention to. So and then also I highly advise that everybody watch my videos like all the way through, because I'm the type of person where if I'm doing a giveaway, I don't put it in the title. I'll just randomly do a giveaway in the middle of the video, and that's for the people who actually like pay attention and who cared, because I'm not going to give something to someone who just clicked on the video because I put giveaway in the title. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to be back next week, and I will see you guys